Russia's parliament has approved President Vladimir Putin's request to deploy troops to Ukraine's Crimea peninsula days after thousands began to seize transport links and government buildings. The Kremlin's green light came over concerns to the, quote, threat to the lives of the Russian Federation and our compatriots. The authorisation to use force would last until the normalisation of the socio-political situation. It's the same reason the president used prior to invading Georgia in 2008. Ukraine's acting president, Alexander Turchinov, responded with a stark warning that any military intervention in Ukraine could lead to war. Although there is little doubt the troops in Crimea without insignia are Russian, the Kremlin has not yet openly confirmed it. It described Saturday's authorization as a threat of future action, rather than confirmation its soldiers are already involved in any confrontation. Their arrival has been welcomed by the region's Russian majority. The city of Sevastopol is home to a major Russian naval base, usually occupied by some 15,000 personnel. 60% of the region's population are ethnic Russians. Pro-Russian protesters raised Russian flags from government buildings and voiced their support in other cities across eastern Ukraine. In Kharkiv, scores of people were wounded in clashes between pro-Russian activists and a number of supporters of Ukraine's new leadership. Meanwhile, crowds in Kiev's Independence Square firmly stood by the interim government, hundreds chanting "Glory to the heroes." Western diplomats have expressed grave concerns over the risk to Ukraine's sovereignty. US President Barack Obama strongly condemned military action during a 90-minute phone call with Putin, stating it was a clear violation of international laws. Obama added the US will suspend upcoming participation in preparatory meetings for the upcoming G8 June meetings in Sochi. The rapid pace of events has rattled Ukraine's new leaders, who took power after Yanukovych fled Ukraine last week. Ukraine's crisis began in November when Yanukovych abandoned a free trade pact with the EU for closer ties with Russia.